Yashodanandana Prachachana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Hare Krishna. So we're reading from Caitanya-Caritāmṛta Madhya Leela, chapter 10. And chapter 10 is titled The Lord's Return to Jagannath Puri. So the first 11 texts do not have a purport. So I will chant the text and then read the translation, and then we will chant. This one we'll chant together. Text number 12. Text 1. Tam vande gaura jaladam swasya yo darshanamritai vichedavagraham lana bhakta shasyanya jivayat. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is compared to a cloud that pours water on the fields of grain, which are like devotees suffering due to a shortage of rain. Separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a drought. But when the Lord returns, His presence is like a nectarian rain that falls on all the grains and saves them from perishing. Text 2. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Translation. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Text 3. Purbe jabe Mahaprabhu chalilo dakhine Prataparudra Raja tabe bolilo sarvabhaume. Translation. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu departed for South India, King Prataparudra called Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to his palace. Boshite ashana dilo kori namaskare Mahaprabhura bharta tabe pochilo tahare. When Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya met with the king offered him a seat with all respects and inquired about news of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shunila tomara ghore ek mahashoya gauda hote ailo teho mahakripa maya. The king said to the Bhattacharya, I have heard that a great personality has come from Bengal and is staying at your home. I have also heard that he is very, very merciful. Tomare bahu kripa koilo koho sharva jana kripa kori koroho more tara darshana. Translation: I have also heard that this great personality has shown you great favor. At any rate, this is what I hear from many different people. Now, being merciful upon me, you should do me the favor of arranging an interview. Bhatta kohe jeshu nilo shaba shatta hoya tara darshana tomar ghatana na hoya. The Bhattacharya replied, all that you have heard is true, but as far as an interview is concerned, it is very difficult to arrange. Birakto sannashi teho mrohe no nirjane swapneha na korena teho raja darashane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the renounced order and is very much detached from worldly affairs. He stays in solitary places, and even in dreams he does not grant interviews to a king. Tathapi prakaritoma Caitanya darshana samprati korilo teho dakkhina gamana. Still, I would have tried to arrange your interview, but he has recently left to tour South India. Raja kohe Jagannatha chadi kena gelo, bhatta kohe mahantera ei eka lila. The king asked, why has he left Jagannath Puri? The Bhattacharya replied, such are the pastimes of a great personality. Tirtho pavitra korite kore tirtha brahmana sei chole nishtaraye samsariko jana. Great saints go to holy places of pilgrimage in order to purify them. For that reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is visiting many tirthas and delivering many, many conditioned souls. And now we come to text number 12. Bhavadvidha Bhagavata Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantasthena Gadabrata. Okay, let's read together. Bhavadvidha Bhagavata Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantasthena Gadabrata. Bhavadvidha Bhagavata Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantasthena Gadabrita. Bhavadvidha Bhagavata Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantasthena Gadabrita. Bhavadvidha Bhagavata Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantasthena Gadabrita. Bhavadvidha Bhagavatas Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrita Bhagavata Bhagavatas Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrita. Ladies. Bhavadvidha Bhagavatas Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrita. Bhavadvidha Bhagavatas Tirthi Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabhrita. Translation. Saints of your caliber are themselves places of pilgrimage. Because of their purity, they are constant companions of the Lord, and therefore they can purify even the places of pilgrimage. Purport. It's a very short purport. This verse, spoken by Maharaj Yudhishthir to Vidura in Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, Chapter 13, Text 10, is also quoted in the Adi Leela, Chapter 1, Text 63. And that is the purport. So, Om Adnyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this verse is originally from Srimad Bhagavatam, the 1st canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 13. It's a conversation between Maharaj Yudhishthir and Vidura. Vidura was kicked out of the kingdom by Duryodhana, because Duryodhana thought that Vidura is conspiring against him and he is favorable to the Pandavas. So he was kicked out. And Vidura did not push back. He accepted it. He left to visit different places of pilgrimage. Tirtha Yatra. And after the war was over, he returned. So this is Yudhishthir, who is now the king. He is welcoming Vidura, his uncle, back. And he's asking, what are the places of pilgrimage that you visited? But instead of asking a question like that, he is asking a little bit of a strange question. He is asking a question, which places of pilgrimage did you purify? What do we do when we go to places of pilgrimage? We go there to purify whom? Ourselves. And here, Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, what places of pilgrimage did you visit to purify them, to purify those places? Now the context of this verse is that King Jivadev Prataparudra Gajapati. That's his full name. King of Orissa, King of Puri. He calls upon Vasudev Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who is one of his ministers whom he consults. And he's asking Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, I have heard that there is a great sannyasi in Puri. He's referring to Lord Chaitanya. I would like to see him. But Lord Chaitanya, as a sannyasi, had a vow that he would not have any private audience with either those who are aristocratic or women. Women because he's a sannyasi, he is a renunciate, he's celibate, he's a monk. And aristocrats because aristocrats are indulgent. Generally speaking, they indulge in all kinds of merriments of the world. So that is why he had a vow not to engage in audience with these two. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, well, dear king, you want to see him, but it is unlikely that he would see you. And moreover, he is not even here. He is in South India. And the king says, that is strange. Why would somebody leave a place like Jagannath Puri to go to South India? Why did you not stop him? Why did he leave in the first place? So in reply to that question, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is answering this. He's saying, if you read this verse, every word is so beautiful. Yudhishthir Maharaj is telling Vidura, Bhavad Vidha, individuals like you, Bhavad Vidha, individuals like you, Bhagavataha. Actually, Bhagavataha is the word, but the visarga at the end, the ha is, because of the joining of the word, it becomes sa. So Bhagavatas, you read there. It is Bhagavataha. So Bhavad Vidha Bhagavataha, great souls, great devotees like you, Tirtha Bhutaha, they are themselves Tirtha. They are themselves a holy place of pilgrimage. Swayam Vibho, Vibho, oh great personality. Sometimes you see in the scripture, Vibho is referred to as God because he is great. Bhagwan is referred to as God. But also Vyasadeva is referred to as Bhagwan. Also some great kings are referred to as Bhagwan because they are greatly respectable. So here, Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho, you yourself are Tirtha Bhuta. You yourself are embodiment. Literally Tirtha Bhuta means you are a Mahabhagavata who is embodiment of a Tirtha. That means there is no difference between you and a Tirtha. What is the quality of Tirtha? It purifies whoever comes in touch with the Tirtha. Similarly, a Bhagavata is he or she who purifies whoever comes in touch with them. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. So not only that, Tirthi kurvanti, you purify tirthani, you purify the tirthas. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. So one might ask how? How does a Bhagavata, a devotee, have the power to purify tirthas? Anyone can answer that? How has somebody become so powerful? See, what are tirthas? Tirthas are, generally speaking, places where the Lord performed his pastimes. Lord Chaitanya performed his pastimes in Navadvip. So Navadvip is a tirtha, holy place. Even Prabhupada says, even in other religions, Jesus was born in Jerusalem, so Jerusalem is a tirtha, for example, for the Christians. So, where God or his special devotees appear and have pastimes, that is a tirtha. Where Krishna is born, that is a tirtha. Where he had his pastimes, that is a tirtha. So how can some individual purify that tirtha? So what is the answer? Yes.
The sins of the people that are deposited there, they are removed when the saint comes to that place.
Beautiful. Yes. So you are telling me what the saint does. He removes the sins that are deposited by the people in the tirtha. But how has he got the power to do that? He is the external representation of the tirtha. Yes. Okay. That is also correct, but I'm looking for a... Yes. There you go. The last line answers it. What is the answer? Swantaha, Swa-antaha. Within him, Sthena. Sthena is residing constantly. Who is residing in his heart constantly? Gada Bhrita. Gada means one who has Gada. Bhrita means one who carries Gada. So the Acharyas have written beautiful commentary. They say, you see, what do you use the Gada for? Smashing. Correct. Chakra is used for chopping. Chopping the head off demons. But Gada is used for smashing. And Gada especially is used like a bat. You know, you would use a bat. If those who play cricket or something, you know, you hit. Similarly, imagine something is really stuck somewhere and you want to get rid of it. Then you will take a stick or a bat or a mace and you will just hit it to get rid of it. This is the description the Acharyas give. There are so many sins deposited in the tirthas by the sinful who go there. They offload their sins. And the saintly person who carries this holder of Gada in their heart. Because the Lord is in their heart, they are able to clean that place of the sins. So the question arises, is the Lord not in our heart? Your answer is correct, but then I have a confusion. So do I not have Paramatma? So Lord is also in my heart. So what is the meaning? Or you tell me that I don't have the Lord in my heart. One of the two. Yes, Prabhu.
Generally, Lord is in everyone's heart is Paramatma.
Paramatma is in everyone's heart, yes.
For devotees, Krishna directly.
For devotees, it's Krishna directly. You're losing your voice, but your spirit is very powerful. This is perfect answer given by the Acharyas. We have Paramatma, yes. But the Paramatma is sitting there. There are two birds on the tree. One is eating, the other one is watching. The Paramatma is there observing. Observing everything, sanctioning everything. But Gada Bhrita, by saying Gada Bhrita, he is the active Lord. And he is the Lord personally. He is the Lord personally sitting. As Srinivas Prabhu said, Krishna personally is manifested in the heart. Because the devotee binds Krishna in his heart. So, Veer Raghavacharya, one of the acharyas of Sri Sampradaya, he says actually this verse is saying that it is quite illogical. Yudhishthira Maharaj is almost telling, Veer Raghavacharya says, Bhavadrisha Bhagavata Swayameva Tirtha Bhuta. Bhagavatas like you are yourself a Tirtha. Pavitra Bhuta, you are yourself so pure. Ataha, therefore, Tirtha Yatra Kritam Pavitratvam Napekshitam iti bhava. So there is no purpose for you to go to Tirtha. See, generally we go to Tirtha for what? Purifying ourselves. Suppose you are very clean. You have just taken bath, you are clean. As we call it, Brahmana clean. You are completely clean. After taking bath, you don't put your finger in your nose, mouth, ears like that, or your eyes. Very clean. Is there a need for you then to take another bath again? No, you are clean. This is the logic in the first line. Bhavadvida Bhagavata. Bhagavatas are like you, are Tirtha Bhuta. They are already clean. So why did you go? It's useless for you to go. So then he answers, Swantaratmataya avasthitaha gadabhritak shapyati. Because you want that gadabhrita in your heart, you are carrying him. With him you go there, and because of his power, you are able to remove the sins from the place. Narad Muni goes one step forward. In Narada Bhakti Sutras, Narad Muni says in Sutra number 69, he says, Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. The saints or the devotees are those who purify the pure places of pilgrimage. That's an oxymoron, isn't it? How can you purify something that is pure? Because these people have deposited so much filth. So the devotees purify that place. But not only that, Swakarmi kurvanti karmani, the sutra says. Devotees, they validate what is the valid way of performing devotional service. We only know through books. But the devotees, by their practice, show us what is the real way to perform devotional service. For example, I will give you one example. It says that one should engage everything in the service of Krishna. Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada wanted to make sure that his disciples actually understand this. So once Prabhupada was in Deutschland. Where's Deutschland? Germany. So Prabhupada was there and he was on a walk with the devotees, morning walk. He was going through a park. And in the park, while he was walking, there was a beautiful, there were some nice, beautiful flowers. It was summer. So Prabhupada looked at the flowers and said, such beautiful flowers. We can use them in the service of Krishna. All devotees said, yes, Srila Prabhupada. The German devotees were there following him. Then Prabhupada was walking and he looked at a beautiful building, glass building. Prabhupada said, that's such a beautiful building. If we had such a building, we could use that in the service of Krishna. I said, yes, Prabhupada. Prabhupada was walking further and then one German shepherd dog. You've seen German shepherd dog? Yeah, big Alsatian dog. He came running. He was not on the leash. He came running towards Prabhupada. And Prabhupada just waved his stick and said, "Hut!" And the dog just ran away. And Prabhupada said, such a nice, beautiful, big dog. If we had such a dog, we could use him in Krishna's service. And all the devotees said, yes, Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada stopped, looked at them and said, and how do you propose to do that? So Prabhupada is teaching how to act. how to act, Prabhupada is teaching. We know what is devotional service, engage everything in Krishna's service. You can't engage as a German shepherd, at least in that particular circumstance. Prabhupada didn't think it was, possible. So one has to use their intelligence. So even what is outlined in the Shastra, so the last line that Narad Muni says is, Sat Shastrani Kurvanti Shastrani. A pure devotee is he who authorizes the authorized scriptures. What is the meaning? Scriptures, do they need anyone else's authority? They are a Shabda Pramana. They are in itself a Pramana. Pramana means authority or proof. They don't need somebody else's authority. But to prove that the Shabda Pramana is correct, the devotees act in a way to show that whatever is said in the scripture is actually reality. For example, in Chaitanya Bhagavat, we see in Antyakhand, we have this Prithvitya Chhe Jata Nagaradi Gram Sharbatra Prachara Hoibe Moranam. Every town and village in the world, my name will be sung, Mahaprabhu says. This is in the Shastra. People have been reading this for many, many millennia. Many hundreds of years. And they have been wondering, every town and village all over the world, Mahaprabhu's name will be known? How is that possible? Prabhupada made it possible. Isn't it? Prabhupada ki jai. So Prabhupada made it possible. So the scripture has been validated by the pure devotee. This is what the position of a pure devotee is. Actually, Srila Prabhupada explains in one class in Vrindavan, Srimad Bhagavatam class 765 in Vrindavan on 7th of December 1975. In that class he says, he almost compares these devotees to garbage collectors, to housekeepers. You see, when the house is filthy, the housekeepers come and they clean up the house, isn't it? So Srila Prabhupada says, because it is said in the Shastra that ordinary men with sinful habits, they come to the tirtha, holy place, and they actually become purified. But when such sinful garbage is accumulated, who will clear? It will be cleared by the saintly person, by their punya work. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. Again they make it a tirtha. So we also find evidence of this in, can you think of some evidence, very direct evidence in Bhagavatam about this? How a tirtha is made into a tirtha, or tirtha is purified in Bhagavatam. There's one pastime with this direct conversation. How many of you know of Maharaj Bhagirath? Which canto? Maharaj Bhagirath? Huh? I will give you a hint. He belongs to the solar dynasty, Surya Vamsha. Yes. All the solar dynasty kings are described in which canto? 9th canto. And then the lunar dynasty is described in 10th canto. So Ramachandra is described in 9th, Krishna is described in 10th. So Bhagirath Maharaj, he wanted to redeem his ancestors. And so he invited Ganga, Mother Ganga, to come from the spiritual, from higher planets down to earth. And she had many, many reasons not to come. First reason she gave is, when I come down from Swargaloka, I will come down with so much force. Who will bear the force? Earth will be shattered into pieces. So Lord Shiva said, okay, first you fall on my jata. And then you go on to earth. But then she said another reason. She said, Canto 9, chapter 9, verse number 5, she says, Kim chaham na bhuvam yasye. Kimcha, even then, however, na aham bhuvam yasye. I will not come to earth. Even then, even if you find someone who can hold me, I will still not come to earth. Why? Why you will not come? Nara mayam rajantyagam. All the men will come and wash their sins in me. Mrujami tad agam kwaham. So I will become filthy. Mother Ganga is saying, people will dump their sins. Imagine somebody is passing by your house and always putting some garbage on your front door. And imagine you have written, please, welcome. All your garbage, welcome. Then you know what, very soon what will happen? Your doorstep is full of garbage. So next question is, who will clear that? So Mother Ganga is asking this question. Brujami tad agam kwaham? Kwaham? How will I remove that agam, that papa, that sin of people? Rajans tatra vichintayatam. You have to think that. O king, please think and tell me. So what is the reply? Next verse is the reply of King Bhagirath. What is his reply? Very beautiful. Shri Bhagiratha Uvacha. Bhagirath says, Sadhavo Nyasinas Shanta. The sadhus and sannyasis, they are very peaceful. Brahmistha means they are situated in Brahman and they are followers of Vedic principle. Brahmistha Lokapavana. They are Brahmistha and they are Lokapavana. Lokapavana meaning they purify the three worlds. Harantyagam te angasangat. Here he answers. Haranti te agam. Your accumulated sin from other people that they have dumped, the garbage that they have dumped. These great souls, te angasangat haranti. Angasangat, anyone knows what it literally means? What is anga? Yes. Sangha means association. Anga means body. Simply by associating, their body associating with you, you will be purified. Teshvastehi agabhidhari. How is that possible? Teshu aste. In them is agabhidhari. Within them, within those great souls resides Lord Hari, who can take away all the sins. And therefore, simply by being in touch with them. Actually, very deep meanings are there in this verse. When a great personality, when a pure devotee, one comes in touch with the pure devotee, one does not have to even touch that person physically. Sometimes we find that our spiritual masters or some great saints or some senior Vaishnavas, we don't get WhatsApp association, we don't get telephone association, and we think, this is so difficult. But the Shastras say, these devotees, we don't need to have a direct face-to-face association. Even if they look at you, And even if they don't look, even if you look at them, and even if you can't look at them, if you just hear their instruction, even if you can't hear their instruction, you simply remember their instruction, then they have touched you. Then your purification has started. And now we have so many means, audio, books, Prabhupada's books. Through his books, we are already in touch with Prabhupada. If that is the mood in which we approach the books, then Srila Prabhupada will touch our hearts and purify us. So then, even in Narad Bhakti Sutra, the next sutra to the sutra that I quoted, so sutra number 70 says, reply, why these great souls are so powerful? Tanmayaha, because they are full of Him. They are full of Krishna. They are completely Krishna conscious. And we see in Caitanya-Caritāmṛta, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by going to these tirthas, in fact, where the great souls they visit, they convert these tirthas into Mahatirthas. Here in Madhya Lila, chapter 9, verse number 4, we already studied this. This is Madhya Lila, chapter 10. In the last chapter, verse number 4, it says, Shaishabo tirthasparshi mahatirtha koila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he touched these different tirthas, tirthasparshi, when he touched the tirthas, mahatirtha koilo, he made them into tirtha, into mahatirtha. Shai chale, shai desher, loko nishtarilo. He, on the pretext of going to these tirthas, he delivered so many people. And that is why it is said that coming in touch with a tirtha, physically going to a holy place, is not as powerful as coming in contact with a great soul, with a Bhagavata. You see, sometimes we think that we have to travel long distances, 5,000 miles to India to go to Vrindavan, and only then there is Vrindavan. But that is not true. And if time permits, I am going to tell you some nice secrets. Yeah. So, the reality is, none of us here have either the adhikar, which means qualification, or the samarthya, which means the ability to see Krishna, to associate with the Lord. How many? Anyone in this room has adhikar and samarthya, has qualification and ability to claim that they, on their own ability, have the adhikar to see Krishna or serve Krishna. See, Mataji there is serving Krishna, doing worship. But do we have that adhikar? Do we have that samarthya? Who has that? Raise your hand if anyone is here who claims. No. So, who makes us a adhikari? Who provides us the samarthya? Once Srila Prabhupada was asked, Prabhupada, we are preaching, we are going out, and people are accepting the message. And we are wondering, how is this happening? How can we be so powerful? How can we be so convincing? And Srila Prabhupada said, you do not have any power. You do not have any ability. You have no qualification. Then he says, it is simply on my authority. It is simply on my authority that you are able to do, that you are able to execute. So, It is the authority of the great saints that empower us. Otherwise, we have no adhikar. In fact, we don't even know Krishna. In reality, when Sanatana Goswami, a great personality, when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he had given up the service of Nawab Hussain Shah, and he went and saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tell him? Anyone knows? What was his first reaction, Mahaprabhu's reaction? Yes, David. Huh? Louder. Your humility. Sorry, your Irish is too difficult for me to understand. Yeah. Your humility is killing me. Yes, he said that, but even before that he said, Madhya Lila chapter 20 verse 63, beautiful. He says, Maha Raurava hoite toma korilo uddhara. You have been uplifted from falling into Maha Raurava, the great hell, Maha Raurava. Kripara samudra Krishna gambhira para. Krishna is an ocean, samudra, kripara samudra. He is ocean of kripa. Krishna is an ocean of compassion. And by his compassion you have been saved from the great hell. Mahaprabhu is telling Sanatana Goswami. Because now Sanatana Goswami is free from the service of Hussain Shah. In reply, what is Sanatana Goswami saying? This is very beautiful. Sanatana Goswami says, Sanatana Goswami says, Krishna ami nahi jani. Ami Krishna jani na. I don't know who Krishna is. Mahaprabhu is saying, Krishna has saved you. In reply, Sanatana Goswami says, Krishna has saved me. I don't know who is Krishna. Krishna ami nahi jani. Amara uddhara hetu tomara kripa mani. I simply consider your mercy to be the cause of my redemption. I don't know who Krishna is. Actually, that is the situation for all of us. We are here. I'm giving class. Oh, because I am very learned, I am very scholarly, I have read so many books. This is nonsense, useless. It is on the authority of Srila Prabhupada and the previous acharyas that we have any ability at all to speak. We have no personal, individual qualification. I don't know who Krishna is. I don't know. In fact, our faith is so weak. If something happens in our life, we start questioning, why me, Krishna? Why me? Our faith is so weak. So for us, to approach Krishna is nearly impossible. It is only by the grace of the Mahabhagavatas, like Srila Prabhupada, we are able to approach the Lord. In fact, in Sharanagati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings this. Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite para. Krishna is yours, so you can give Krishna. Suppose you come and ask me, Prabhu, I desperately need some money. Please give me some money. I say, okay, how much? Give me 5,000 pounds. Give me 5,000 pounds. I say, 5,000 pounds? And give me right now. I said, right now? And give me in cash. In cash? I open my pockets. I don't have 5,000 pounds. I cannot give. What we don't possess, we cannot give. I don't possess Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema. How I can give anyone else? On the authority of the great saints, I can. Individually, I am a beggar. Here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Vaishnav, you possess Krishna. Krishna is your possession. If you have 5,000 pounds cash in your pocket, you can give. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Krishna se tomar. Krishna is yours. Krishna dite para. You are able to give me Krishna. Tomara shakati ache. You have that Shakti, you have that power to give Krishna. Because you have Krishna, you can give Krishna. Ami to kangala. I am simply a beggar. I have nothing. Ami to kangala. Krishna Krishna kori. You know, like a beggar. If you've been to India, so many countries in the world they beg. But in India, if you have been, anywhere you see beggars, they say, 10 rupiah, 10 rupiah, 10 rupiah, 5 rupees, 5 rupees. If they think you are a foreigner, they'll say, 100 rupees, 100 rupees. They say. What they are begging is what they apparently don't have. We have to assume. Now some beggars in India, they have a syndicate. And they have big bank balances also. But anyway, we remove that from the equation. Apparently a beggar is one who does not, who asks for something they don't possess. So the only thing they say is what? 10 rupiah, 10 rupiah. Or they say 100 rupees, 100 rupees. On their mouth, in their heart, in their mind, there is only one thing. What? 100 rupees. They are begging. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, he is simply a beggar. He is exemplifying all of us. And he is saying, Amita Kangala, I am a beggar. Krishna Krishna Kori. And that is why in my mouth there is only one word. Because I am a beggar, I can only have one word on my mouth. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So hearing that word, you might give me Krishna. And what do the beggars do? What does a beggar do in India? How many of you have experienced beggars in India? Raise your hand. What does a beggar do? Mataji. When a beggar, no, I'm talking to you. Dhamavasi, yes. Asking for money, but you tell them, I don't have money. They go away. What do? They follow you. Yeah. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Amito Kangala, Krishna Krishna Kori, Daya Tava Pache Pache. I keep running behind you. Give me Krishna, give me Krishna, give me Krishna. This is the great ability of a Vaishnava. Living tirthas are more powerful than the tirthas that are places of pilgrimage. In fact, one more beautiful pastime of how sadhus are tirtha. And before the pastime, maybe I would like to share Bhaktivinoda Thakur's own realization from Caitanya-Caritāmṛta. Beautiful. It's in Bengali. Just bear with me. I will be very quick. But it is very, very deep. And you will appreciate. How many of you think Vrindavan is only the land which is in and around, Delhi, near Delhi? Is that the only Vrindavan? How many of you think Bhaktivedanta Manor is Vrindavan? Okay, those of you who have raised your hand, there is a little stream of water that is going through behind the George Harrison Garden. You have seen ever? Yeah? If you go around, you will see. What is that stream called? Yamuna. Is it really called that? No, you made it up. Yeah. But it is. Because on whose authority are we saying this? Please listen to this. Very beautiful. In Caitanya-Caritāmṛta, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Mana tumi tirthe sadarata. My mind, you always want to go to a tirtha. Which tirtha? Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Abhantiya. You want to go to all these tirthas. You want to go to Mathura, Ayodhya, Maya. Maya here refers to Haridwar. Kashi, Kanchi, and Abhantika refers to Ujjain. You want to always go to these places. Your mind, oh mind. Dvarabati Ara Ache Jata. And you want to go to Dwarka also. and so many other places. Tumi chaha brahmi bare, eshakala bare bare. You desire, tumi chaha. You desire brahmi bare, eshakala bare bare. You are desiring that you go to these tirthas again and again, again and again. Now, mukti labha kori bharat tare. Why you want to go there? Because you want mukti, because you want liberation. Sheshakala tava brahma. This is a slap. Imagine a man is saying, oh, I desire to go to Vrindavan, Mayapur and Ayodhya. He is talking to some person and the person in return gives him a tight slap. This is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying. He is saying, you stupid fool, this is all your illusion. This is the reply. He is saying, Sheshakala tava Brahma. Brahma means illusion. You are an illusion. You want to go to these places. Nirarthaka parishrama. Useless endeavor. This is very counterintuitive, right? Nirarthaka parishrama. Chitta sthira tirthe nahi kore. You are not, your mind is not fixed in tirtha. You want to just physically go to the tirtha. Tirtha phala sadhu sangha. Tirtha phala. To go to tirtha, what is the fruit of going to tirtha? Sadhu sangha. Tirtha phala sadhu sangha. Sadhu sanghe antaranga. If you do sadhu sangha, your heart inside will be cleansed. Shri Krishna bhajana manohara. And you will perform Krishna bhajan, which will steal away your mind. This is only through sadhu sangha. That is the real tirtha, fruit of tirtha. Now, you might say, okay, but not all places there are sadhus, not all tirthas. So he says, Jatha sadhu tatha tirtha. Sthira kori nija chitta. Understand that wherever there is a saint, that is tirtha. Wherever there are saintly people, that is tirtha. Sadhu sangha koro nirantara. Therefore, just do sadhu sangha continuously. Je tirthe vaishnava nai. If you go to a tirtha and there is no Vaishnava there, Je tirthe vaishnava nai, she tirthe te nahi jai. Don't go to that tirtha. Ki labha hatiya dura desha. What is the point of running to a far off country? Jathai Vaishnava Gana Shaisthana Vrindavana. What is Vrindavan? Definition of Vrindavan? Jathai Vaishnava Gana Shaisthana Vrindavana. Wherever there is Vaishnavas, that is Vrindavan. Shaisthane Ananda Shesha. That is the place you find unlimited bliss. Krishna Bhakti Jaisthane Mukti Dashi Sheikhane. Wherever there is Krishna Bhakti, Mukti Devi is running there as a dasi. Dasi means a maid servant. One who is performing devotional service, who is performing bhakti, mukti will become that person's maid servant. Because mukti is very tuchha, very lowly compared to bhakti. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Krishna Bhakti Jaisthane Mukti Dashi Shekhane. That place where there is Krishna Bhakti, Mukti is like a maid servant there. Shalila Tathaya Mandakini. Shalila, the water flowing in that place, is Mandakini. Mandakini? Ganga. So that place, the pond is Ganga. The pond water you can sprinkle on your head, it is like Ganga. Gokulananda is here. The devotees are here. That pond is not a filthy pond that you see with your eyes. Giri tatha Govardhana, Bhumi tatha Vrindavana. Any hillock, any small hillock you see is Govardhan, and any land you see around is Vrindavan. Avirbhuta apani ladini, and the Ladini Shakti is personally present here. Binoda kohiche bhai. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, oh bhai, oh dear brother, dear sister, Brahmiya ki phalapai. What is the fruit that you will get by going around to so many places? Vaishnava Shebana Mora Brata. My only vow is to serve the Vaishnavas and take their association. Even we find Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he met Ishwara Puri in, where did he meet Ishwara Puri? In Gaya. In Gaya, when he did Pitrutarpan, he went for Pitrutarpan, he met Ishwara Puri. And what does Mahaprabhu say? He says, Ato eva tirtha nahe tomara samana. There is no tirtha like you. He's already in a tirtha, but he's telling Ishwar Puri, actually there is no other tirtha like you. Tirthero paramatumi mangala pradhana. Amongst all the tirtha, you are the main tirtha. This is how. Now, I will tell you some secrets and then we will finish the class. So, tirtha, when we are speaking of tirtha, when we are speaking of Vrindavan, and for us, amongst all the tirthas, Mayapur and Vrindavan, actually they are non-different. Mayapur is Vrindavan, Vrindavan is Mayapur. There is no difference. So, let us say Braj, Vrindavan is the highest because the Lord performed all his pastimes there. How many types of Vrindavan are there? And I will tell you in the order, one which is the most unmanifest is the most unreachable, and one which is the most manifest is the most reachable. So how many types of Vrindavan are there? Somebody might even wonder, what is the question? And I don't understand the question. You understand the question? Yes. How many types of Vrindavan are there? Somebody said 5 types, yes. What are the 5 types of Vrindavan? The Vrindavan Dham in the eternal spiritual sky